good vibes, good energy. I love it.
Good. So this is the first workshop, creative artist workshop you've been at. What do you think so far?
So far, it's definitely dope. I love that everybody is different. Like y'all brought together so many different artists, different backgrounds from different places. Everybody got their own story. So I love that we all coming together. I love the layout, honestly, like how y'all separated it, but everything still, what's the word, like, everything still goes together. Like, yeah. Like, I just love it. I love it.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Well, I'm happy to have you here. Like, this is awesome. I always love, like, having new artists join us, even, like, if we haven't even met you yet. I'm like, yes, join us. Like, I'm glad we're, like, reaching other artists, because I know more people want to do stuff like this. And it's important to collaborate. It's fun.
For sure.
It's been a good time. So I am always really interested in knowing about the creative process. Like, as an artist, let's talk to your creative process. What does it look like when you are getting ready just to create music?
So for me, I kind of have two different ones, just depending on my mood. So like, cause sometimes I might look for the beat first and then I'll write to it, or sometimes I may just write something and then I'll try to find the beat that goes with it. But for me, a lot of, like, pretty much all of my songs or everything I write, it comes from inspiration from like either another song or a situation that I've been through. So it's obviously like relatable to me, and which in that way it can be relatable to others. But then also I take from artists that I love and that I admire, whether it's something that they said in one of their songs, or maybe even it's just like their concept, and I'm like, ooh, I want to write a song that gave me that same energy as that, or that answers to that. Like, that's pretty much how I go.
Would you say you're like developing any part of your craft? Like, what are you working on as artists?
Right now, actually, and even like with this workshop, I feel like freestyling and just kind of going with the flow, because I'm very much like I need to sit with it and write it, which, like, that's great, you know, like, and that's how you kind of perfect everything.
Right.
But like, even just being around the other artists and seeing how they can so freely just go and be with it, it's like I be wishing I could do that sometimes, but I'd be like, nah, I gotta think for a second. But sometimes it's cool to just not think, just go, because then you never know, like, the magic that comes out of just that.
I'm with that. Yeah, I wish I could freestyle too.
Man.
No, I definitely can't freestyle. I would do like that.
Okay, right.
Yeah, right. Cool. So one thing that I usually hear artists talking about is like finding a balance, like between music, between business, and, you know, after a while you have to make money doing something with the amount of time. How do you find a balance? That's actually like what I'm dealing with right now, or in the process of, because really for me, I'm just now really getting back into music, and so like with my job, I'm a full-time manager at a clothing store, and so like obviously with being a manager, well, actually I'm assistant manager now. Well, Shawty got a promotion, but but like with that comes obviously a lot of responsibility. It also comes like with sometimes, like, or majority of the time, I'm not getting off when I want to, or having to work around things. But lately, I've been making my music a priority. Like, before, I felt like I was trying to schedule my music around my job, but now I'm more of the mindset, like, nah, I need to schedule my job around my music, because at the end of the day, like, that's my real passion. And so it's like, of course, my 9 to 5 is what's going to help me fund that and work towards that. But it's like, if I'm not, I feel like, especially when it comes to 9 to 5s, like, sometimes we kind of get a little lost in it. It's like, we'll spend 8 to 10 hours at the 9 to 5 job, but then you only spend 2 hours on what you actually want to do, your dream, or nothing at all, you know, because like, oh, you're already tired, or oh, you already didn't have your day. But it's like, no, if I'm going to spend 8 to 10 hours on my 9 to 5, I need to be spending that same 8 to 10 hours on my music, on my craft, on my passion. So for me, it's just like going as hard as I go on my 9 to 5 with my music now. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like you're serious, and congratulations on the promotion.
Thank
System manager.
Thank you.
Well, it looks like you are finding success. For artists, is
kind of a definition sometimes, or it looks like something for, you know, to be a successful artist. How do you define it for yourself?
For me, success, for me, it's not like no, like dollar sign amount or even like any award or level per se.